that better? Can people? Oh, yep, there we go. Hello there. Hey, cool. Sorry about that. I definitely forgot to take some stuff off the printer that I needed to check for tonight. I'm going to continue on with MCP stuff tonight. Since I've got a load of it sat here ready to be built and ready to be painted. Not sure. Your Twitter post links direct to this. Cool, Jack. You need to get some games in it. So I'm going to go straight to the painting thing. We've got something a bit different next week. So hopefully we have a bit of a painting challenge next week. But all of this lot turned up, and I'm struggling because I've got a really big cut right where my paintbrush sits. So as I'm painting like that at the moment, it really, really does smart a bit. So I'm going to have a go at building. And hello, Ulfric. Good evening, Tavern Wars. Yes, definitely back to tank. I'm not prepared tonight at all. Puppy power. Good evening, Kinger. Wow. All of the golden oldies jumping up. Thanks for the sub, Ulfric. Thanks for the sub, Jack. It is much appreciated. So, yes, at this moment in time, we're doing Marvel Crisis, but I'm pretty sure King is going to want to discuss a certain Hobbitsies game. So, I've golden oldies. Yes, exactly, Ulfric. So, stuff I've got to build tonight, which is probably going to be better for me than actually painting, but we'll see how it goes. The airbrush should be fine, so that. We have Ghost Rider. On my phone again. They're all the starter set stuff, so that's not part of it. I believe that is... Yes, not sure what that is. That's definitely Doctor Strange. I'm going to have a wild stab at Wong. Doctor Strange and Wong. One of these is going to be Moon Knight. One of these is going to be Spider-Man and Black Cat. But this is all... here you go, Jack. You were asking the question. So this is for two figures. One's on a medium base and one's on a small base. So that's the Spider-Man. And you get the two options. And then that's Black Cat. And you get 4 options. So there is, yes, a lot of bases to be had. But some of the little projects that we're doing, I'm going to be needing the bases as much as I can get. So 48. Read this first. Or as if I don't want to. So we've definitely got. Let's go with Moon Knight. I'm not even sure I'm going to use Black Cat yet. So far, we built last week. I've got my sheet of paper here. We built. I printed a blade. I printed a blade out and painted him on the stream. There we go. So definitely got a blade. Doctor Voodoo was last week's with the hoods. So I've got Ghost Rider, Doctor Strange, Black Cat over there, Moon Knight, which I'm going to build now, and Wong. Does Wong come with Wong come? I guess Wong comes in that packet with. So I think the only one I'm missing is Iron Fist for this particular project. Yeah. So I'm going to go with the flat base for Moon Knight, so I can put the little pedestal on. Doctor Strange and Wong, yeah. So I'm getting very close to this weird stage of being able to get a game in. So it's getting quite scary, me playing a game. Good evening, Craig. How are you? Hope you had a good Legion event. That actually meant to be that is a keyword. That's not. We're cutting that apart. It's huge. That's no comment, Jack. Really, no comment. This is a family show. Cool. Dormammu's fine. I might actually get another one ordered so I can do one as well, mate. Oh dear. Do we time him out? There's always one. Wait, that's not mine. Yeah. I'm just going to go with what Jack said. This is a family show, and yeah. Have you seen Martin today, though? I'm not letting you blame Martin if he's not around. See, everyone thought Ronan was such a nice lad. Well, some of us did. And does that actually... Who built your Moon Knight for you, Tomo? Yeah, I don't think I did, because I don't remember this bit being so pig and fiddly. Hmm. The arm's definitely going in a place that I don't think it should be. And I've just dropped him twice now. That's an interesting... I do actually like how it's... I don't think it's meant to be paused like that. With the... Have a close up, if you can see, it's... It's actually wrapping around this bit, and it's meant to go through there. But... Do I like that? Do I want it through the gap down there? It's meant to go. There we go. A bit better. You do, Anth. Look. It's a night of the moon. It is Moon Knight, isn't it? Yeah, Moon Knight. I need my super glue to put it onto the base. I'm going to... I won't be next week, but I'm going to try and get as much of my MCP painted on the stream as possible. So some of it's going to be my Midnight Suns. Oh. Oh. Hurry up and get back. So I'm going to build Blade. I do have one that I do like, but I may still do this as well and have two. Are you back yet, Anth? Are you back yet? Ow, that hurt. Yeah, It's on the printer now, mate. I've just put it. I just got it through this morning. Hey, welcome back. Yeah, I just got the print this morning, the file, and I've stuck it on the printer tonight. Hopefully, I think I stuck it on the printer tonight. It's one of the 4 new ones I've put on, so hopefully we will have them in the shop for the weekend. And maybe even get some painted. Tell work to sort it out so you can watch. Disgraceful. So yeah, this is Blade, the official Blade. You all saw me do Daywalker last week. For some reason I'm thinking that Moon Knight is an easy one to technically paint. Let me have a quick look. Wow, Streamlabs is working. Unclipping everything is triggering me. Why? Just having a pile of it like that. Do you build by numbers? I'm a typical man. I very rarely use the instructions. My word, Jack, it's working. Right, where is Lemuna Night? I've got a lot of catching up to do looking at this lot. But it definitely gives me something to do. Clip the bits, stick together. You know, it's even worse telling me that sort of thing. Because, yeah. Because then I sit here going, how much more can I trigger Anth by just cutting bits off left, right, and centre? That goes that way. I thought that went in there, but it doesn't want to. That's not very, yeah. So, Mr. Kinger, I bet you probably all of the old commands still work, because up until now I've presumed it was still broken. That goes to there. That was, yeah, yay. Isn't there a Scarlet Witch in the new set of figures as well? We also have a new player, Mr. Dead. If he's about, oh no, he's playing World of Tanks. Sure. Dead Steve joined the ranks while he was away at Gotham. He's now playing. He's got managed to pick up a couple of figures. I'm going to split a core set to get him the cards, the tokens, and all that sort of stuff at the weekend. 2 Scarlet Witches. Yeah, one's more on par with the film, isn't it? And thanks. So oh, a little bit. Perfect. Perfect. I think we're up to 6 already, Matt. It was either 6 or 7. We've got more from York Way are coming up. I've asked Cogger2 if they will provide some support again. I know they're very busy, so it might have to be stuff that we come up with at this point, but we'll see. I've still got all of the stuff from Plan B that we had just in case the stuff didn't turn up for the last one. So there's a few choice bits still there. Why is that not fitting in anywhere in particular? Sure, that was, yeah, there it was. York, boo. Okay, mate. Let us know when you get on the PC, and I'll throw some questions at you. And if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be a nightmare because that dagger literally has a little spot of contact. And you're just going to have to bring your A game this time, man. So, hands do clip together somehow. We have a monthly Marvel Crisis event, Matt. The last one was pretty good. We had Anth and Mike fighting it out on top table, and our local hero, Black Order incoming. Our local hero, Anth, and current judge helper person that's really helping at the moment, sorting out loads of this for us. Failed us. At the moment, we've only got casual. But we have been looking at some BattleTech events. Sorry, I'm just fighting with ghosty hands or whatever they are. There we go. And this bit goes into there. Something along those lines. So, if you give me a second, Mr. Tavern Wars. Ow, fingers. Fingers are so full of cuts and bruises at the moment. Oh, it is good fun. If I'll just stick it in the gallery. Load a file. Please be good, computer. Don't crash on me this time. Desktop. Camera uploads. So I've put it into our gallery. And that's the scenery that we're currently producing for it. Thanks to a friend who shared the file with us to actually get it all built up and painted. And I am slightly behind. I do apologise to our guys, but that is a lot of scenery to get through and get sorted. The system for doing it is easy. We're just covering it in Vallejo, one of the Vallejo thick muds, and then spraying it brown, and then I didn't just recut my cut. And then from that, we are going to wash and dry brush and be done. Be done, I tell you. Have a bit of super glue. I have all intention of getting games of why does that base seem very big compared to that one? Because that's not the right base for him. He just needs to be on a normal base. I'm an idiot. Idiot. I'll be honest, Jack. As soon as you started buying into Marvel Crisis, I was really looking forward to giving you a game of it. Right, I am going to use the activator on the bottom. I just have to work out. There is a keyway in there and there. Cool. I know we've got a big X-Wing night this week. But we don't have that much going on over the weekend, if that makes sense. So if people wanted to get a game of Marvel Crisis in, now would be a good time. Have you decided on a team yet, Jack? Or are you just going with pretty things? Holding fingers, probably everything. I got some more of this fella done. So I'll definitely have a Hulkbuster kicking about. Definitely having a couple of versions of Blade kicking about. So my army at the moment, or my fellow me lads at the moment, are Midnight Suns. So Blade, Black Cat, Doctor Strange, Doctor Voodoo, Ghost Rider, Iron Fist, Moon Knight, and Wong. And then a couple of bits in there to spice things up a bit. We'll see. I'm not sure on what extra to take, but let's have a go at John onto the bike. Do like the bike. I've seen a couple of people painted up and they're really, really cool. And I got the one with the train track, which is even cooler. I have a painted Venom. I just can't find his cards. It's time to trigger Anth again. Watch. I think his internet may have saved him on this one. I know Dead Steve's gone with a really, really good affiliation. It's the affiliation of what he liked the look of. Hello. I'm not cutting all the bits, just piling them up and stuff like that. So looking at Moon Knight looks like I could possibly still build this fella and get Moon Knight painted tonight in one go. I'm just looking at what options and how to paint him quick. The whole thing of our whole ethos to do this is basically, let's get the stuff on the table. Yeah, I can't see this game being that much of a flash in the pan, Tomo, so I think you're going to have plenty of time. I'm picking up bits and pieces as and where you can. I don't think that's going to be too much of a... Yeah, well, I was thinking about going with the white, airbrushed white with the primer. I'm thinking of a some kind of wash. I want the blue. That makes sense. I should really look for the instructions for this, shouldn't I? Because and finds them first go. So let's start at yeah, I've got that, which is the Night Haunt Gloom, But I've also got, if I wanted it a brighter blue, I've got one of my favourites. I know it's not easy to get now. But the Gulliman Glaze. Yeah, I need to see what it comes out like when it's white, and then see all of this pinning it and stuff like that, pin washing and stuff like that. That's taking way too much time. There you go. We have body, arms. Arms need to go on next. Oops. Fire. Oh, flush. Oh, that's upside down. The whip arm. Whip. Right, this is the bit that Dead Steve was going bonkers with. Just physically getting the head and everything together. So, the skull goes like that. Let me just try and not lose the skull. Take that burr off the bottom of it. Yes, that goes there. Cool. I have still no idea why that head couldn't be in one piece. Hey, Archnan. How was you keeping? Long time no see. Let's get the... And the head just slotted in. That was actually quite painless, so to speak. Nylock. Yes, Nylock. There's that one as well, if I'd wanted a Hexwraith Flame, which is a bit of a green one, and then they've got the bright green one that everyone just wants me to use all the time on the stream. Of I forgot the name of it. God, people are going to shout at me. Tesseract. Whew. Whew. That definitely goes in there. Cool. I've took mine into work and I keep forgetting to bring them home. Right, so does this wheel? The wheel only goes through that gap. Cool. That does help with what I was thinking. Because obviously, with it being a hex keyway, it's a bit. that. And that will on there, but I think the rider needs to go on first. Into place. That's cool because it is literally just he has a shaped butt. Then get his butt in the right place. Question is, wheelie or not wheelie? A wheelie, I think I might have to pin it just to make sure. Yep, that goes there. Yeah, catch you Friday, mate. Take care. That's a really bad pun. Come on. So what I've got, I don't know if any of you saw this last year. Let me go to a bigger picture so people can actually see it. Is I got this amazing piece of kit. It is called a wow stick. It was a Kickstarter, and it's a drill. Low revolution, and it allows me to pin stuff really easy. So I can now that into there, and that give an angle. Let's get it on that first before. It's on a stick. So if I'm wanting it coming off the tracks, so it wants to be up there. So what I need to do though is get an old pair of snips or a big pair of snips do not use your good snips to cut brass rod, or they quickly become your not good snips. I have a pair of pliers that I use. Then snip. And obviously that can go back in there, and then I just need to pick out a place on here where that rolls into. And that is somewhere near. But let's have it slightly bent. Slightly bent out of an angle. Yeah, it's cool. I think I definitely need to fix. There we go, that's cleared it. And there we go. Oh. I think that's about spot on to where I wanted it. Oh, yeah, it's pretty stuck. So I just need him to dry. While he's drying, push that out there. Let's have a quick blast of getting Moon Knight fixed up. So first things first, let's try and get the mold lines off him. And let's not just like pull his arm off or drop him on his head or any of the things that I've just done. Yeah, so next week, while I'm picking all the bits off this, is going to be a bit of a GW week. So the challenge set is painting a figure with 10 paints. 10 paints at random, randomly chosen by someone. Right. Let me just push that with a knife into place. Ow! Sting! That went straight up the nail. So, Moon Knight is looking pretty close to being done. Let's just have. Oh, I did that bit. Any more? For any more? So. Unfortunately, these are for me to play with, so I do want them somewhere near me. Ish. I'm not tesseracting it. So, get the old airbrush out. A quick blast of airbrush cleaner. And let's hit the white. I don't think I would get that lucky. So let's start. I'm going to move this away just so I can not hit my nice new shiny mat. Try this again. See, technically, with working with the Chimera paints, I should be able to make most of the paints from the basic colours. It just depends what basic colours I get. Right. And a little bit more in. Blue Moon Knight. White Moon Knight is blue. It wants to be blue. What I might do is have a play around with I don't need the airbrush because I think that'll do. Ah, blood. Blood. There's loads of blood. Not blood, but it's blooming stinging. Apparently airbrush thinner. Like cuts. Like that. And we're good. Right. There will be no votes for Tesseract. Definitely not. You all had your chance for that, and Kinger, who should be around somewhere, he failed us. That cleaner's got some kick to it. Yeah, titillating pink. Or Tomo hot pink. Right, I'm gonna let Moon Knight dry a little bit naturally as well. Just hair dried him to rattle through it. But keeps opening up. Look, it talks. Hello. Blooming cuts. I would super glue it, but I'll end up super gluing everything. Let me put the wow stick away. That's done for now. I don't know if anyone noticed as well. We had a bit of a walk through with the shop today. I don't know if anyone managed to catch that. Well, for the people that haven't been to the shop yet. Tut tut. Shame on you. But just to have a bit of a, this is where we're at, to all of the people that haven't managed to get over. It is on our Facebook feed. So if you want to have a quick shufty at what the shop's like now, definitely worth a look. So we have, I'm going with the blue, but I need it thinning a lot. Thinning brush. Thinking airbrush medium. Plaid'd be a good paint. Can definitely think of some uses. Is it? I think that'll work, but I'm just finding a Moon Knight picture because I'm going to paint the bottom grey anyway. You can see it moving through all of the cracks, and yeah, so I'm going to go with this. Seems thin. I give it an all over tint as well. It's not just working as a wash, if that makes sense. Could take a couple of coats actually. I hope so, because there's loads of it left now. Yeah, I'm going off the box art for this, just to try and keep it somewhere. Well, I'm going to have to leave that a minute to fully get the colour in. What colour's yours, mate? Oh, it's not too bad, actually. We must be getting popular. Quite a bit of pooling now. So I'll get the as long as you're happy with it, that's all that matters. So that may take a moment or two. Oop. Have a look at what other ones is in the pile of shame. So that Hulk. I don't remember having a Hulk anymore. Black Dwarf. What's the Benton? I haven't got the Drax. Don't even remember having a Drax. Winter Soldier. Loki. And Mordok. Counter. And we have Wong and Doctor Strange. Cool. So while Moon Knight's drying off over here, I am going to give that a wipe down. And Strange and Wong. Wong's on a small base. I'm going with. So have you just got a team of whoever at the moment, or have you got an actual theme team, Tomo? What part causes the problem? Ah, cool. I'll have a quick look in a second. I was meaning what part causes the problem. Can't you get in, or wow, his hand. I just nearly left his hand in place. Right. I will, as they say, have the looks. Some of them, like Wong, are going to be really easy to paint. It's a speed paint or contrast paint heaven. His heads fell off. I just stick these on to have a look at his hand and hand alignment. That is one. Yeah, I think the advantage that I have is the airbrush will go into all of that without much of a problem. Just need to see if it will reach in, sort of thing. Super good. And oh. Again, that's a one done. Let's have a look at this Doctor Strange. I remember rightly, he was an absolute pain in the... Who did I do a Doctor Strange for? I literally can't... I'm almost certain I've already done one for someone. And it was a pain to get them to stick together. Spell effects. No, did I paint it for you or did I just build it? I might have actually been the building that was a pain in the backside as well. First time round. Might have been you. I know I did some for Dean, the lad from America that comes on the stream now and again. But with it being when it was, I can't remember. Right. The kits are really easy to build. It's been one of the big things that I've liked about it. That I know I've built quite a lot of stuff over the years, but technically not really using the instructions other than the awkward bits. But I think Wong, I don't think you would have needed the instructions for Wong technically. I'm looking at Doctor Strange and I think everything for Doctor Strange is the same. Pretty self-explanatory where stuff goes and how it connects and which bits need to go in first, sort of thing. I'll still get it wrong, but things like the hands are tiny, and I can't understand why that bit. and just didn't come together with it. It goes onto there. The head is pretty easy. But I have to put his collar on first. That could have been a little bit fiddlier, but strange in place. Where does that wisp go? Yep, definitely missed the wisp off his butt. That actually clips onto this somehow, if I remember rightly. Quite easy to line up. And this is the spell effects. Shouldn't be too hard to get this to set. That definitely wants to be. Yep, and that on the base, but I definitely need to cut that a bit. And that on there, such an angle that I can fit Doctor Strange in after it's mounted. he goes up and through. Yep, I remember this now. I should be good at that. Two notches are fine. What I'll do is take a little bit of Tomo's thing and wait till they've dried, clean up all of the bits and pieces, and do it. So let's have a look how Moon Knight's doing. So he's dried pretty well. So if I can get the airbrush, oh no, the hairdryer. Let's have the hairdryer out again. Right. So what we're also going to do is take the airbrush. Did you find all of the other issues you were after? I'm going to put some of that. I'm going to put all of it in, but I'm going to giving it an all over tint of the blue. Quite nice. I'll pour some of that back into there. So I can do a bit of a clean up on it. Stinging. That stuff is quite of a kick in the back of the throat. Should be used in a well ventilated area. It has come out really how I wanted it, but with a couple of mistakes on the back, I might have to do some extra dry brushing to pull it back in a bit. Hopefully, we should be in a position to actually catch you later, matey. Thanks for popping by. So I've got my big dry brush. Ooh, what's legs come loose. So where is the Tamiya Super Thin? So with Tamiya Super Thin, I should be able to get into the gap between his leg and hip without too much of an issue. I'm not sure why that's given up the ghost. It should have been good contact points there. That will need a bit of touching up, but so will that. So we've had a bit of streaking across the back. So streaking repair. So if you can see, I've just mixed a tad. Not too much. A bit more white. Just to try and get we are going to pin wash it a bit anyway, like Anth suggested, but don't tell him. But the sharp lines I want rid of. Again, on his shoulder. A little bit too much of a line built up. From down where we've dry brushed it, running the edge of the brush down the higher areas just to give it a bit extra. Build it up a bit of a time. Picking up raised edges with the, it's fairly thin. So, welcome back, mate. Yes, sorry. We've got a usual group of 3 or 4 players, and they've managed to coax another 2 or 3 into it. 100%. We're not sure if they're ready for what we've been talking about. I've been talking it over with Steve for the last couple of days. He's up for running it with us, helping us and doing it and stuff like that. We just need to see if our players are interested as well. I don't mind putting it on and having other people turn up. We do that quite a bit for other games. So I think the idea is going to be when Steve comes back from being plague ridden, we're going to sit down and playing mainly. They've probably had 5 or 6 games under the belt. Letting them loose with the big boys, I don't know yet. I don't know if they would be interested or we would end up putting them off or anything like that. It's a little bit of a balancing act. But our of the main concerns so far are: do we have the scenery? Yeah, yeah, I understand that. I need to know what level of scenery we need to get to as well, because we have some, but our fantasy scenery hasn't been our big or strongest suit just yet. But with Moonstone and stuff, we are starting to. Let me just get these. Making me hold my breath. Right, I'm going to leave him at that, let him dry out, and have a chat for the last bit. There we go. Oh, I've gone again. So let me just catch back up. Trees, hills, fields, random fantasy style buildings, area terrain. So at the moment, have you got any photos of recent events that you can send through? Okay, so we also need to sort out what scenery I do have. I think I need to look at specifics. Yeah. Yeah, we do, Matt. I could do with getting some scenery boxes, but without knowing how much I need, it's a bit of a weird one. I think trees were lacking, but I know Snowy had a good supply of trees, so I could look at that. Hills, I don't think we've got many hills. We've got 1 or 2. Fields, again, but I think we're definitely good for the buildings. I've got more Osgiliath ruins than I know what to do with. Yeah, if Kinger, have you got any pictures that you can send through or photographs of boards? Yeah, and Kings of War, mate. We need them for Kings of War. Oh god, I need to update all of the Streamlabs stuff. So yeah, I could do with some bits and pieces, but I think you're right. A stock check. I just search for that. Nope. So yeah, some photos would help. It doesn't have to be this minute, just when you've got a second, mate. I think we're going to be looking probably. It's going to take us a month. I don't have any 4x4 mats just yet. But if you're saying we can score with. We could comfortably do 20 people on 10 tables. But I definitely don't have 10 4x4s mats. I've got the tables, I just don't have the mats yet. What would hit us for the mats? What they're called? My size 4x4s. Yeah, believe it or not, most of our mats at the moment are Legion or Marvel Crisis, which basically lends to 3v3s. So it's one of the things I know that we need something. So 6v4s would probably be the better option for us, buying in 6v4s to cover more than just this game. But again, I think we need to do take stock of what's there with Ronan and go, right, I need 6v4s. Yeah. And we've mainly aimed for games that do 3v3s because if push came to shove, 3v3s as well. Yeah, you're more than welcome, mate. I'm there. I'm there on my own for the next couple of days anyway. Obviously, because Joe's isolating for next week, for Friday. She's not isolating, quarantining for Friday. But let's just have a quick look. Muddy Fields. Choose an option. Mouse pad. 6v4 is. So yeah, we should have a chat, Ronan, because grabbing some of these mats, there's some on special offer. And if these are on special offer next week, then that could be quite interesting. Obviously, we're not going to want asteroid fields. I need to get that one out that I looked at last time, which was the cave one. Have a look at the cave one. Maybe it's the cobblestone one for Osgiliath. I think they're coming in at €40 each, plus whatever it costs when I bring them into the country. Yeah, €40. But these guys have my tufts in now, so I could also buy in a load of stock of tufts and get a real good update done that way as well. So yes, cool. I will have a look at that next week. But if Kinga gets us some pictures, I think he's just put some pictures somewhere. There's a gallery picture there. Yeah, that's very doable. So we might have a lot of fighting on Osgiliath. Oh, that's a better view, mate. So they're the trees from GW, aren't they? My rocking cameras. I think I've also got that mat as well. But yeah, I do like that idea of having the area to the right on the. Obviously, it's the map, but for people to put um, the dice and everything and the sheets on, that would work. But I like that mat. I've got the cobblestone. Yeah, or someone brings Smaug. Who would bring a Smaug to a knife fight? um, so for obviously we're going to look at. I think we're going to end up with 20 people event. Strange versus Gandalf. He drew, lost, and drew. Yeah. So I'm guessing, looking at the mats that I can see here, that nice rounded one, the second from last picture that you put up, doesn't seem to have one here. I think we need to take stock of 6v4 mats. See what we've actually got. Oh, is that one? No, but that's very doable as well. Cobblestone roads. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I can have a look at a couple. We have the desert scenery. We have Osgiliath scenery. Um, King is going to give me all of his Hobbit holes, so we'll have Hobbit scenery. Cool. I like that last one. That last one's very Frostgrave. You haven't seen our shop. I can fit your Hobbit holes anywhere. Is that Dolgold? So I've got 3 Dolgold. I've got Yeah, yeah. That's what I was thinking. So I've got, I think, at least 2 kits of Dolgul Door. I've got 3 or 4 of the Rohim ones. So Rohim would go on gas. Excuse me. On, I'd say grasslands, but it would need to be like sun bleached grasslands. Oh, there is one there as well. Yeah, that would work for all of the huts and stuff, and some rocks to go around. Yeah, that frost one. I like that frost one at the end. See, that would be ideal for Frostgrave as well. I think the thing is we don't have that much on this weekend as well because of a double booking. So I might get some of it out this weekend, possibly Saturday. See what's there, have a play around, see what's good. Yeah, I'd say Ronan's going to cringe and go, but I would prefer to go with the good level and try to do some good tables. Um, I don't mind spending the money. I don't mind putting the time in or um, getting people like Ronan and a couple of my painters to paint stuff for me under massive duress, but they got it done. Um, but stuff like that. I do like the GW trees that we've got down at the shop at the moment, but I've not been able to find any since. There's like 5 dead trees on a bit of plastic, and they looked really good. And I did see in one, two, three, fourth one up, they're using the new GW trees. Oh, those Eldari dice are nice. Sorry, I was looking on Games Workshop for scenery. All scenery. See, I know a guy that might be able to get us some bits and pieces of scenery. Yeah, yeah. I think looking at where we're at, awakened wildwood, and the wildwood of Duran. It's 100 quid for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trees. That's just 3 of those kits. That's why it looks. Yeah, it's GW doing GW things. So the Awakened Wildwood. So I might be able to get some of them at trade price sort of thing. But having a look for second-hand stuff, again, I always like a bargain. But yeah, me and Ronan will have a sit down. If you can grab us some more pictures of your boards, Kinger. And then from there... Ooh, some painted ones. Painted, I tell you. Not at that price, though. Wouch. That'd be expensive. Yeah, so yeah, yes, that would be my thing, because we do have a lot of the GW scenery for Lord of the Rings. I'd love have to try and find the right map for it, but I'd love a full board of Dol Guldur. That would look fantastic. But yeah, I might have another look through eBay, see if I can find any secondhand stuff if anything new has come up. Yeah, well, Dead Steve brought us another box of it, and I think I found another 2 boxes out the back, and then the boxes that they already built stuff from Aaron. It gives us a good, yeah. So, yeah, that's fine. It's really helpful, mate. Oh hell, that's nice. Fudge. Um, yeah, that's like a watchtower. That's nice as well. Yeah, they're pretty. They're pretty. I've got Lake Town. I painted some of Lake Town, but I just don't have that much. Um, Again, that's amazing. I'm not sure how practical that one is, but it would be good for like oh, what's it called? Did we get this working so I can go to chatting? Look at that. Perfection. So yeah, I'm not 100% certain how practical that is for the gaming. Yeah, so you can walk across the water. Um, I did manage to find a load of tree stumps, so we've definitely got tree stumps and the ability to make them. We didn't get a drowned earth one. That one again is very doable. It would just mean making some actual boards in 4x4. But that is phenomenal, that one. That would definitely have to be quite a big project, and yeah, I'm not sure I'd have anywhere where I could store that in between, unless the things came off. They probably would come off. Um, yes, I want a tower. Oh, oh. See, I did look at the is it Amon Amon sold the diorama set that Forge World are doing, and I felt like having that for myself. Oh, I did get the area terrain, Ronan. The stuff that you've been using. Sorry, that I bought off eBay. Um, who am I? I'm being an idiot. You've been using it, haven't you? It's um. See if I can drop one into the chat, because this guy does deserve. Yeah, there's 9 hills there, but it's not just that. It's the fact of how much they are, and if I wanted more. Um, I'm gonna watch that one. Oh crap! I've just closed stuff down. That one. And I've got all of the Elder Scrolls stuff that I found yesterday. Yeah, we could have quite a bit of this. So what about walls and stuff like that, Kinger? Like small walls to like go like climb over or walk around and stuff like that. I know I have, or I had molds to make walls, but would that sort of stuff work? So that bit there, if you can ignore the barrels for a second, they're about, well, you can see how big they are compared to the Space Marines. But we've already got a load of them. Um, but we were getting bits. He's ran out of the cheap stuff, which would just mean waiting for him to do another run sort of thing. But um, like them, I think we've got 7 or 8 of them so far. Pretty much not far off that either, are they, Ronan? Well, the lad has obviously various amounts of stuff, and I've already had. I know how good his work is, so I don't mind um, that sort of thing. But it would literally be waiting for him to get some more in. don't think he's got that much fantasy in at the moment. He's using the Azurite Ruin sets from GW. One last one for you before we decide to disappear for the night. So they're pretty big. They do pretty well on a 4v4, I think. When I had a little bit of spare cash, I can grab a couple at a time, sort of thing, and then get us somewhere close. That's it. Main Ronan will have a look at it next week. How do I turn that off? How do I? Gallery. Hey. So yeah, definitely. So we could probably do 3 or 4 tables like that. 3 or 4 tables in Osgiliath. A Dol Guldur one. When I steal all your Hobbit holes, a Hobbit one. Yeah, well, I think that's what he's done with them. He's made sure that stuff can actually stand on it, sort of thing, which looks pretty good. Wrecked Sentinels, maybe he's not so. We've just had this. We had the suggestion above about Strange versus Gandalf, so maybe he's floating island scenery. Yeah. So cool. We've managed to pick up some information. I've got a Moon Knight partly built and painted, fully built and partly painted, and a lot of figures. Gandalf versus Magni. Yeah, isn't that him hitting himself? No, that's the other person. Who's? Yes, the other one. So yes, we'll be back next week with a slightly different. Yeah. With a a slightly different one. It won't be Marvel Crisis. We'll be doing the challenge that we've got coming for us. So we will catch you in a week's time, or I'll see you at the shop. Everyone, take care, stay safe, and I shall see you all soon. Goodbye.